Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Quincy High School in Quincy, Massachusetts, here to bring you this MIAA Division I Boys Volleyball State Tournament Round of 32 matchup between the hosting 16th seeded Presidents of Quincy High School and the visiting 17th seeded Brookline High Warriors. Sorry for a bit of a delay in getting this one underway. Hit a bit of bad traffic on my way over, but I'm here just in time for the first point of the first set. You can see the Presidents over on the right side of the net in all blue with white jersey numbers. Brookline's got the dark blue with white jersey numbers over on the left side. And the visitors are going to get the first serve. Number 23, Nikhil Wong, will be opening this up for Brookline. First serve is dropping in for an ace. Nikhil Wong starts this off with a bang. Perfectly placed, perfectly dropped in the bucket there for the first point of the contest for Brookline. Second serve. That's in again! Nikhil Wong bringing the thunder to start this one. He's got back-to-back aces. Brookline's got a 2-0 lead. Third serve. This time it's received. They set up for a spike from number 11. It's dug out by Wong, but awkwardly, and Smagula cannot keep it alive. Adam Bonica was the one on the third hit there for Quincy as the Presidents get their first point of the first set. Lining up to serve now is number 28, Makai Justice. Serve from Justice is taken by Jacob Smagula, set by Wong. Spike coming from Fletcher. Poon threads that needle for the first kill of the match. Brookline goes right back on serve, and Poon will follow up that very nicely placed kill with a serve. His serve is taken. It's set up. Number 15, the lefty spike goes in for a kill. Nicely hit by number 15, Tony Lee. Now on serve is number 29, John Alessandro. High serve goes long. Serve given right back to Brookline there. And it'll be the libero, Jacob Smagula. 4-2, the Brookline advantage here in set number 1. Serve is up and over. It's received awkwardly. They keep it alive and just have to bump it over with the libero. Taken by Smagula, set by Wong, and a barely hit spike by Jilek somehow goes over. Now Quincy sets, and the spike is going to go through. Another kill for Adam Bonica. And Bonica actually checks out after the kill there, probably to set up the serve. It is Malik Justice sending it over for Quincy. It's taken by Poon, set by Wong. Another spike from Jilek. This time he gets it cleanly for the kill. It was slightly mistimed on that first setup, but that one, no question. Cam Jilek has been a thunderous hitter out of the middle for Brookline all season long, and he delivers on that one for his first kill of the day. 5-3, the Brookline advantage. Evan Yee on serve. It's taken by Malik Justice, followed up by Makai Justice. Bumped over, taken by Smagula, set by Wong. They set up for Charlie Perdue. His hit is taken, but it's tapped right back down by Perdue. Brookline firing on all cylinders as Charlie Perdue gets his first kill of the match. 6-3. Another serve from Yee, barely dug out. Set by Justice. Spike from Lee is taken by Yee off the net, kept alive by Wong and pushed over by Smagula. Taken by Christian Loss, set by Justice. Another spike from Lee off the net court, dug out by Yee. Spike is blocked by Wong! Nikhil Wong adds to his 2 aces already with his first block. 7-3 7-3, now the Brookline advantage. Yee, another serve, taken by Loss again, set by Justice, another spike, almost blocked, but instead kept alive by Jilek, set by Wong, pushed over by Purdue. Taken by Loss, set by Justice, bumped over desperately, taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Purdue is dug out again by Justice, but an illegal hit. Eight to 3, now the Brookline advantage. Evan Yee still on serve. Serve is taken and could not be followed up. I'm going to call that one. Yeah, I'm just going to say normal point. 9-3. Yee still on serve. This serve is taken by Malik Justice, followed up by Mackay Justice, and the spike is whiffed by number 17, Brandon Pham. And we've got an early timeout called as Brookline off to a strong start here. 10-3 the advantage here in set number 1. Once again, thank you all for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Quincy High School in Quincy, Massachusetts for the MIAA Division I Boys Volleyball State Tournament. This round of 32 matchup between Brookline and Quincy. Brookline the visitors and the 17th seed. Quincy the hosts and the 16th seed here in this tourney. But the slight underdog, 17th seeded Brookline, off to a hot start here in the first set. 10-3 the lead as we come out of the timeout. Evan Yee has been serving well for Brookline. They're on a hot streak here with him. Service taken by Malik Justice, set by Mackay Justice. A tap over, drops in the bucket perfectly off the hand of number 27, John Feehan. Now number 15, Tony Lee on serve for the Presidents. The southpaw sends it over. It's taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Quick spike from Jilek. How do you stop him? Second kill from Cam Jilek. 11-4, now the Brookline advantage. Charlie Purdue on serve. Taken again by Malik Justice, set by Lee this time. Spike by Feehan is dug out by Smagula, followed up by Wong. Spike from Poon is not going to be dug out. That's another kill for the co-captain. Fletcher Poon now with 2 kills today. Another serve from Purdue is taken by Christian Loss, followed up by Lee. This spike is going to sail off the hand of Brandon Pham, and it's going to be another point for Brookline. As always, if there's anything you'd like to say in the live chat, feel free to say it. Any technical problems or any commentary on the action. As this serve is taken, followed up, and it's going to be roll shot over by Malik Justice. Now a spike from Poon goes through the blockers, make it 3 kills here in the first set for co-captain Fletcher Poon. Purdue this time sends a serve into the net. It'll now be 14-5. On serve now for Quincy will be number 27, John Feehan. His team trails by 9. Another lefty sends the serve over. It's taken by Purdue, set by Wong. Another spike from Poon off the net cord and drops on the line for another kill. Fletcher Poon, one of Brookline's seniors. You think he wants his season to keep going? He's got 4 kills so far that say he definitely wants to keep playing. Cam Jilek sends his serve into the net, and it goes right back to Quincy. Brandon Pham now on serve. This serve taken by Purdue, set by Wong, spike by Poon. He's unstoppable here in this first set. Fletcher Poon, 5 kills already Now Nikhil Wong on serve, and it's dug out by Loss. Barely kept alive and bumped over desperately by Pham. Taken by Smagula, set by Wong. A spike from number 38. It's dug out by Loss, followed up by Lee. A spike is blocked back by Vivars. Quincy trying to get it over, and they can't. An illegal hit. Number 38 for Brookline is a player who's not on my roster, so if someone in the live chat can help me out with that one. As Wong launches another ace. Nikhil Wong, another co-captain who definitely wants to keep his volleyball career going here with Brookline High, his third ace of this first set. Another serve dug out by Pham, set by Lee. Awkwardly hit, and it's not going to go over. Bonica couldn't get that one over, and it's a commanding 19-6 lead for Brookline. Not the kind of blowout you would expect when you see a 17 and 16 seed playing each other, but Brookline showing they are here to play. Another serve from Wong, this one into the net. 19-7 now the score. On serve now is number 28, Makai Justice. Serve taken awkwardly by Smagula, set by Wong. The spike from 38 is blocked, recovered by Wong, set by 38, and pushed over by Wong. Taken by Loss, followed up by Lee. And Pham couldn't get it over. Now Poon going on serve for the Warriors. His serve is taken, sent back on one. It's taken by Vivars, set by Wong. Spike from Poon, off the net court and recovered. Set by Makai Justice, spike from Lee is taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike Purdue down the line for a kill. Two kills so far today for Charlie Purdue. Brookline now up 14. It's 21-7. They are cruising. Poon's serve is taken, set by Justice. A quick spike is dug out by Poon, set by Wong. Spike by Purdue is deflected and cannot be recovered. 3 kills for Charlie Purdue. And how about the dig by Fletcher Poon off the quick spike there? As another timeout is called. I almost don't even know what to say. And we got some help in the live chat from my man Nate Kessler. Declan DeYoung, I believe, is number 38. Thanks so much, Nate. I appreciate it. I think you're right. I was kind of scrambling to set up while they were announcing the full lineups, and I think they might have mentioned who number 38 was. And I wasn't even really putting much stock in what they were saying because some of the numbers on here are just wrong. Like they still have Cam Jilek as number 32 like he was last year, but he's number 19 this year. So I'm going to put down number 38 as Declan DeYoung until I am told otherwise. We come out of the timeout now. Poon back on serve for Brookline. His team just 3 points away already from taking the first set. Serve is taken, set by Justice. A quick spike sails long off the hands of number 29, John Alessandro. And so that'll be a 23-7 advantage for the Warriors. Poon's serve, awkwardly taken, kept alive somehow, and bumped over by Alessandro. Taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Vivars is going to sail long, and that's going to be a point to the Presidents. Alessandro is now going to go on serve. Serve is taken by Smagula, set by Wong. DeYoung the spike, taken by Alessandro, followed up by Makai Justice. Punched over, taken by Poon, set by Wong. Roll shot by Purdue is dug out and tapped right back down by Vivars. Kristaps Vivars, his first kill of the match. One of the underclassmen for Brookline. You know he's going to be playing a much bigger role next year as he now subs out for Jilek. But Vivars has shown so much promise already. Smagula serves, and it sails. And it's going to go back to Quincy. Brookline does not take the first set just yet. Malik Justice lining up for the serve. This serve dug out by Poon, set by Wong, tapped over by Jilek, taken by Justice, spiked back down by Purdue, but he touched the net. So Quincy continues to stay alive here in this first set, but Brookline still with a very commanding lead of 24-10. Justice's serve taken by Poon, set by Wong, spike Purdue, that's gonna end it. First set goes to Brookline in commanding fashion, 25-10. And what do I even say after that? The action just kind of speaks for itself when you take a set in such commanding fashion. Well, I might as well take this minute to give you the proper introduction I couldn't really give as I rushed to go live in time for the start of the game after hitting some bad traffic coming over from Brookline. So hello again, everybody. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan coming to you live from Quincy High School in Quincy, Massachusetts for the MIAA Division I Boys Volleyball State Tournament. This round of 32 matchup between the visiting 17th seeded Brookline High Warriors and the hosting 16th seeded Quincy High Presidents. The winner of this matchup gets the coveted reward of facing the Needham Juggernaut in the next round. But you know what? No one's thinking about that right now. No one's thinking about the next round. They're just thinking about the game right in front of them. So as always, if you end up enjoying this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all of my upcoming live streams. I know the spring is about to end, but we got summer coming up. So, and I'm planning on having a few teams to cover over this summer, at the very least, some summer baseball and some semi-pro Golden Badgers football. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that here on this channel, and subscribing to the channel can help with that. And as always, I encourage audience participation in the live chat. You know, if I'm pronouncing anyone's names wrong, if there happen to be any Quincy fans in here, as I haven't covered them before, and I'm flubbing the pronunciation of someone's name, please let me know in the live chat. Same thing for Brookline. I've covered these guys before, but if I'm flubbing someone's name and you just now want to tell me, please tell me. Any comments you want to say on the action, like, you know, just go Warriors or go Quincy or way to go this player who just made a nice play, whatever you want to say. Or if you notice any technical issues on my end, if the video's not coming through right, or if the audio sounds off. I've been looking at my audio levels, and sometimes they might come out a little louder on your end. Maybe they hurt your ears or something. Let me know. I can adjust accordingly. But for right now, we are starting this second set. Brookline up 1-0 in this best-of-5 match. So first of 3 sets wins. Brookline coming out with a lineup featuring number 10, Charlie Purdue, number 19, Cam Jilek, number 23, Nikhil Wong, number 16, Jacob Smagula, number 11, Fletcher Poon, number 1, Kristaps Vivars, and number 38, Declan DeYoung, as actually Jilek subs out for Smagula. Quincy will have the first serve in this set. It'll come from number 17, Brandon Pham, who takes the court and sends this serve over. It's taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Long roll shot from Vivars. It's taken by Christian Loss, set by Tony Lee. A spike is somehow kept alive by Purdue, followed up by Wong and bumped over by DeYoung. And now it's taken by Pham, set by Lee. Another tap from 11 is taken by Wong, set by Smagula, but set illegally. And the first point of the second set is going to go to the Presidents. Pham back on serve for Quincy. This serve is taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike DeYoung breaks through. Declan DeYoung in his postseason debut. I hadn't had a chance to see this young man all season long, but he's getting a shot here in the round of 32, and he gets his first kill of the day there. Fletcher Poon on serve, taken by Pham, bumped by Lee. Spike by Pham goes into the net, and that's going to be another point for Brookline. Poon back on serve. This serve is deflected odd by Pham, but followed up by Loss and sent over on two. Taken by DeYoung, set by Wong. Spike Purdue is going to drop in. Another kill for Charlie Purdue. Make that 4. Poon back on serve. He's got 5 kills of his own, all from that electric first set. As this serve is taken by Pham, set by Lee, tap by Alessandro, dug out as Wong lays out for that one, and it's pushed over by DeYoung, taken by Loss, set by Lee. Spike Bonica hits the net, or might have actually hit the pole there. Either way, it does not go over, and that's going to be another point for the Warriors. Another serve from Poon. This one's going to sail. 4-2 now the score as Quincy's Jamar Finn checks out in favor of number 28, Makai Justice, who now takes over on serve. This serve is taken awkwardly by Poon, kept alive by Wong, punched over by Vivars, taken by Pham, set by Justice, spike by Bonica. Adam Bonica delivers for the kill on that one. And the score is now 4-all. I thought it was 4-3. I must have miscounted. Another serve from Justice, dug out by Poon, set by Wong, and tapped the wrong side of the pole. And Quincy actually takes a 5-4 lead here in the second set, as Charlie Purdue couldn't get the angle he wanted on that third hit. Quincy already has half the total points they had in all of last set. As Justice serve taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike Vivars is dug out, sent over on one, taken by Wong, set by Smagula. Long roll shot by Poon, taken by Pham, set by Justice. Lee the spike, deflected, dug out by Smagula, sent back down, but dug out again, this time by Wong, followed up by Smagula, tapped over by Purdue, dug out by Loss, kept alive on the second hit, bumped over by Bonica, taken by Poon, set by Wong, Spike DeYoung, taken by Loss, set by Justice, tapped by Bonica, dug out by Poon, off the net, kept alive by Vivars, pushed over by Wong, taken by Loss, set by Justice, Spike Lee through for the kill. Quincy showing they're not just going to lay down and let Brookline takes this one easily, as now the score is 5-4. There was an improper count before. As this serve is taken, set by Wong. Roll shot by Purdue is perfectly placed. You know, it looked like Wong's set might have been off the mark, but either that was planned or Purdue just took full advantage of the situation and placed kind of a high-floating drop shot there of sorts to tie it up at 5. Serve from Smagula right into the net and right back to Quincy with the lead. I know Brookline took that first set in rather easy, dominant fashion, but they cannot rest on their laurels here, as Alessandro sends this serve over. It's taken by Smagula, set by Wong, tapped over by Jilek. How do you stop the hang time and court awareness of Cam Jilek as he collects his third kill? I love watching him just hang in the air in the middle and just be like, where am I sending this one? As Yi sends the serve over, it's taken, bumped by Justice and bumped over by Loss. Taken by Yi, sent over on two by Wong. Nikhil Wong has directly scored 5 points already. 3 aces, 1 kill, and 1 block. What a day for the Brookline setter, as this serve from Yi goes into the net and ties it back up at 7 apiece. This will be Malik Justice on serve for the Presidents. This serve taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike Purdue! Another kill for Charlie Purdue. That makes 5 for the Brookline hitter, as he now takes over on serve, his team leading by 1. This serve taken by Malik Justice, set by Makai Justice. Spike from Lee is going to be killed off of the Brookline deflection. And it's knotted back up at 8 apiece. This a much closer set so far than what we got in the first set. Tony Lee on serve, and he sends it right into the net and back to Brookline. We're seeing quite a few service mistakes on both sides so far here in the second set, as now Cam Jilek gets ready to serve this one away. This serve is taken by Finn, set by Pham, bumped over by Malik Justice, taken by Purdue, set by Wong, spike Vivars! Right in the face of the defender there, and Vivars gets his second kill. Another serve from Jilek, taken by Loss, set by Lee. Lefty spike goes for the kill off the hands of John Feehan. And now Feehan follows up his kill with a serve. This serve taken by Smagula, set by Wong, spike by Poon, wait! Oh, an illegal double hit on Brookline. That looks like an absolutely brilliant set by Nikhil Wong cross court, but they say an illegal double hit, and that's going to knot this up at 10 apiece. Serve by Feehan, taken by Purdue, bumped over on two by Wong, taken by Finn, set by Lee. Alessandro taps it over and places it perfectly as Quincy now takes the lead. Feehan back on serve for Quincy. This one taken by Purdue, set by Wong, spike by Poon, is dug out by Feehan, kept alive by Lee, pushed over by Finn, taken by Purdue, set by Wong. Here goes Poon again, blocked this time, but blocked wide. Fletcher Poon took a couple of tries, but he gets his 6th kill of the day, his first of this second set, and he ties it up at 11 apiece. Serve from Wong, taken by Loss. Tapped back down, but dug out by Lee. Taken by Smagula, set by Wong. A spike by Vivars is blocked by Alessandro, but recovered by Brookline. Now a roll shot by Poon, taken by Pham. Set by Lee. Alessandro the tap, dug out by Poon. Set by Wong, pushed over by DeYoung. Taken by Loss, set by Lee. Spike Alessandro, deflected and sent back over desperately by Poon. Taken by Lee, followed up by Loss. Pham the roll shot, taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Poon, dug out by Malik Justice, followed up by Lee. Justice roll shots it over. Taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Another spike from Poon. They couldn't stop that one! 7 kills now today for Fletcher Poon. What a rally that was. This, my fair viewers, is playoff volleyball. Nikhil Wong's serve. They say it's in. Make it 4 aces for co-captain Nikhil Wong, as he now gives Brookline a bit of separation from Quincy. They now lead 13-11, and honestly, that's the biggest lead in a while, as this serve is taken by Pham, bumped by Finn, bumped over by Loss, taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Vivars is long. 13-12 now the score. Serve now from Pham, taken by Purdue, set by Wong. Spike Vivars, deflected and dug out by Pham, followed up by Lee. Bonica, the spike, goes for a kill. Perfect downward angle there from Adam Bonica to tie this one back up at 13. Pham, the serve, taken by Purdue, set by Wong. Spike by Poon. Just wide on the cross-court spike, and Quincy takes the lead back. Pham, the serve, taken, set by Wong. Spike DeYoung is blocked, but recovered by Purdue. Set by Wong. Roll shot by Vivars, taken by Loss. Set by Lee. Spike Bonica, dug out by Purdue. Set by Wong. Spike by Poon. They're not going to stop that one. Fletcher Poon reties the score with kill number 8 on the day. (14-all). And this one barely taken, but now they set up a spike for Alessandro. Great recovery by Quincy to take back the lead, 15-14. Makai Justice back on serve for the Presidents. This one taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike Vivars, deflected and taken by Loss. Followed up by Makai Justice. Tony Lee, the spike, taken by Smagula. Followed up by Wong. Spike Purdue, deflected a couple of times and taken by Pham. And they tried to send it over but can't. And that's going to be a point for Brookline on the 4 hits. Smagula now on serve for Brookline. This serve taken by Pham, set by Makai Justice. The spike from Bonica. Wong tried to take it out. Poon with the hustle to keep it alive, and Wong bumps it over. Taken by Pham, set Makai Justice. Quick spike Alessandro. They send it back over, taken by Bonica. Set by Makai Justice. Roll shot awkwardly by Alessandro. Taken by Smagula. Quick spike from Jilek. Somehow dug out by Pham. Followed up by Loss. Bumped over by Bonica. Taken by Poon. Set by Wong. Purdue the spike, dug out by Loss, and he whiffs when trying to tap it back down. The dig kill for Christian Loss. Again, this is playoff volleyball. Alessandro the serve, taken, set by Wong. Awkward left-handed swing by Jilek. That's probably the most clumsy kill he's gotten in his entire career. As he ties it back up at 16. He was flailing like a drowning man up there, but he somehow got his left hand on it and somehow put it in the right spot for his 6th kill, or 4th kill rather. As the serve from Evan Yee goes long and gives the lead right back to Quincy. (17-16). This has been a very different set from last time. As this serve taken awkwardly by Smagula, that's going to be an ace for Malik Justice. And a timeout now called. As I forgot to update my scoreboard, it is 18-16, the Quincy lead here in set number 2. This is still anyone's match here. For those of you who arrived late to the party, Brookline and Quincy looked like very different teams in that first set. As the Warriors took the first set in dominant fashion, 25-10. But Quincy has shown they're going to put up a fight here in this second one. And here they are now 7 points away from taking this second set, which would knot things up at 1 apiece here in this best-of-5 match. Malik Justice getting back on serve for Quincy. This serve taken by Smagula, but awkwardly again, another ace. Jacob Smagula, the defensive leader for Brookline, he's had a couple of off receives there. As Justice sends over another serve, dug out by Poon, set by Wong, spike by Purdue is taken by Mackay. Justice sent over on 2 by Lee. Brookline cannot keep it alive. Quincy on the attack here with a 19-16 lead. This serve taken by Poon, set by Wong, spike by Jilek, dug out by Mackay Justice, followed up by Lee, and bumped over by Loss. And it's sent wide. A good watch there by Evan Yee as he now checks out in favor of Jason Rich, seeing the floor for the first time. Charlie Purdue on serve for the Warriors. As his serve taken by Lee, set by Mackay Justice. Battle at the net. And I think they said Brookline touched the net. And I had a miscount on my scoreboard, so it's now 21-17 lead for the Presidents as Jamar Finn checks back in, replacing Mackay Justice. Tony Lee's serve is taken by Rich, set by Wong. Tap over by Poon, taken by Lee, followed up by Loss, pushed over by Finn, taken by Purdue, and sent over on 2 by Wong. Good timing by Nikhil Wong to get his second kill of the day. Cam Jilek now on serve, with Brookline trailing 21-18. This serve is taken by Pham, followed up by Loss, pushed over by Malik Justice, taken by Rich, set by Wong. Tap over by Poon is dug out by Lee and sent over on 1, taken by Jilek, set by Wong. Tap from Poon is blocked back by Finn, recovered by Wong, followed up, and Purdue couldn't push it over. A nice block on the tap attempt by Jamar Finn, and Brookline could not recover. Now John Fian the serve, taken by Smagula, set by Wong, spike by Vars, dug out by Malik Justice, set by Lee, spike by Pham, recovered off the net by Rich, and Wong recovers it, sent over by Poon. Now Lee sets, and an illegal double hit. A great recovery by Nikhil Wong off of the net, allowed Brookline to stay in that point long enough for Quincy to make a mistake. But Brookline still trails 22-19. Serve by Wong, curves wide. Quincy now just 2 points away from tying this up at 1 set apiece as a timeout is called. Out of the timeout we now come. Quincy, the 23-19 lead over Brookline. Here is the home team trying to take a set back. Pham the serve, dug out by Purdue, set by Wong, bumped over by Vivars, and it's taken by Alessandro, set by Lee. Spike Bonica, and a kill for Adam Bonica puts Quincy at set point. Pham now serving for the set. It's taken by Purdue, set by Wong, tap over by Poon, taken by Pham, set by Lee, spike down, dug out, but not enough. Alessandro ends that second set, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Again, a very different look from what we got in that first set. Both teams looking nigh unrecognizable there. Quincy made an excellent adjustment defensively to dig out a lot more of Brookline's spikes and to stay in a lot more points. But we are now in the second intermission, and I'm going to take a second for a local charity spotlight and talk about the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in Brookline. Among the foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. Coming into this academic year, 75 BHS students had received scholarships from this fund to help them as they build their futures. Your support is crucial to supporting Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442 to learn more about the Brookline Community Foundation, the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, and find out how you can make a difference right here in Brookline. Once again, brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442. And remember, you can get all the information that you need about the Brookline Community Foundation in the description section of this video. And if there are any other local charities that you think deserve a local charity spotlight during these streams, tell them they can reach out to me. My email address is in the bottom right corner of your screen. We've got a match here in the round of 32. One set apiece. Brookline took the first one in dominant fashion, 25-10. Quincy fought back and took the second set, 25-19. What are we going to see with this one? Nikhil Wong will have the first serve for Brookline. Through 2 sets, he's got 2 kills, 4 aces, and a block. First serve sails long. The Presidents take the first point as Mackay Justice checks in for Jamar Finn to take the serve for Quincy. And his serve sails long. So first serve doesn't quite work out for either side, and now at one apiece, it's Fletcher Poon on the serve. This serve taken by Loss, set by Mackay Justice. The spike is blocked, and they couldn't recover it. Charlie Perdue and Kristaps Vivars. I'm going to give them each half a block on that one. Fantastic team effort there. Poon back on serve. Dug out by Loss, set by Justice. Alessandro, the long roll shot, and it drops in. Alessandro has really started asserting his height in the middle for the Presidents. This serve is taken by Perdue, set by Wong, spike Vivars, dug out by Pham, set by Mackay Justice, tapped over by Bonica, taken by Perdue, set by Wong, and DeYoung whiffs on the spike, and that's going to give Quincy the 3-2 lead. Alessandro's serve taken by Perdue, set by Wong, spike Perdue, dug out by Alessandro. They send it over on two. It's taken by Wong, followed up by Smagula. Long roll shot by Poon, taken by Pham, set by Mackay Justice. Spike by Lee, dug out by Poon, followed up by Smagula, and bumped over by Wong. Taken by Alessandro, set by Justice. Spike Bonica goes for the kill. Weird ricochet off the block attempt by DeYoung. But Bonica gets the kill and gives Quincy the 4-2 lead. Alessandro's serve taken by Perdue, set by Wong. Tapped over by Perdue. Nicely placed down the line on the kill by Charlie Perdue. That is his 6th of the day. Smagula now the serve. Taken by Pham, set by Justice. Spike Bonica sails wide. Brookline ties this one back up at 4. Smagula the serve, dug out by Pham, followed up by Bonica. Long spike by Loss and an illegal hit. Looked like it was going to sail long anyway. Either way, Brookline gets the point and takes the 5-4 lead. Another serve from Smagula, taken by Pham, set by Justice, spike by Lee, and it just missed. That one almost hit the line judge, so just making their best call there, and they say that one missed. Smagula the serve, taken by Pham, bumped by Mackay Justice, pushed into the net by Loss. Consecutive mistakes by the Presidents, and Brookline takes advantage for a 3-point lead. 7-4. Serve is taken off the net, could not be recovered. I would mark that as an ace for Smagula as he sends this serve off the net court, but it's dug out by Pham, set by Justice. Spike is killed by John Feehan. Eight to 5 now the mark in favor of Brookline. The serve from Justice taken by Poon, set by Wong. Quick spike from Jilek. When they're able to set up Jilek like that, very, very hard to stop, especially with with Quincy's biggest player, Alessandro, not on the floor at the moment. 9-5, the Brookline advantage. Serve from Yee, taken by Malik Justice, set by Mackay Justice. Tap over by Lee, dug out by Smagula, recovered off the net by Wong and pushed over by Yee. Now taken by Loss. set by Justice. Tap, deflected and taken by Purdue. Set by Wong. Roll shot by Poon is taken by Pham. Set by Justice. Spike by Lee, taken by Poon. Set by Wong. Spike Purdue off the net cord. Dug out by Loss, but dug out wide. 10-5 now the lead for Brookline as Purdue collects his 7th kill. Looks like we've got a brief stoppage as the officials convene on something. Brookline leading this 3rd set 10-5. And now here comes a 3rd official as they continue to confer over something. Oh, they reversed the call. They reversed the call. They must have said, did they say that, you know, maybe Purdue touched the net or that his spike hit the pole or something? Either way, 9-6 is now the score after the overturning of that point. Tony Lee on serve for the Presidents. And his serve immediately sails. So now Brookline a 10-6 advantage as they effectively get that point right back. Purdue on serve. And that's going to go wide of the pole. Purdue seemed to think he got it clean off the net cord, but that will be a point for Quincy. Sheehan on serve. Sends this one over. It's taken by Purdue. Set by Wong. Spike Poon. Dug out by Sheehan. Set by Lee. A long roll shot by Malik Justice. Taken by Purdue. Set by Wong. Spike by Jilek. Deflected. But they can't keep it alive. Credit to the Presidents. They tried to keep that point in play. But I am going to mark that one as Jilek's 6th kill of the match so far as Brookline goes up 11-7. But Jilek sends the follow-up serve right into the net, and that's going to give the serve right back to Quincy. Brookline still holding on to a small lead here. Pham the serve, taken by Purdue, set by Wong, spike by Vars, dug out by Pham. They keep it alive, and it's pushed over by Finn, taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Awkward spike from Poon is taken by Lee, followed up by Loss. Roll shot from Pham, taken by Purdue, set by Wong, spike by Vars, deflected and taken by Finn. Punched over by Lee, and it's long. But you can see the defensive adjustments that Quincy has been able to make, as I'm saying a lot more frequently how spikes by Brookline hitters are being dug out by the Quincy players. Wong's serve is taken, set by Lee. Spike, I think Bonica, dug out somehow by Purdue, followed up by Smagula and bumped over by Wong. Taken by Loss, set by Lee, tapped over by Alessandro, taken by Poon, set by Wong, pushed over by DeYoung, taken by Loss. Set by Lee. Bonica taps it. Somehow kept alive by Wong and pushed over again by DeYoung. Taken by Loss. Set by Lee. Spike Alessandro. Taken by Smagula. Set by Wong. Spike by Poon. Off the net cord. Dug out by Pham. Kept alive by Lee. Bumped over by Alessandro. Taken by Smagula. Set by Wong. Another spike from Poon. Again they dig it out. Followed up by Lee. Spike Bonica. Quincy somehow gets the point. The scoreboard definitely has the wrong score. They have it marked as 12-9. I'm not sure why. Quincy definitely got that point. I don't know I don't know what they think the score was. But now Quincy wiping up some parts of the gym. I mean, this just kind of happens when you have one of those points where everybody's laying out and falling all over the hardwood. As Makai Justice getting ready for the serve. Taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Poon, another kill for Fletcher Poon. That's 9 kills now for Fletcher Poon, and they've still got it marked as 13-9, so I guess I'll correct it for now. Confusing to me, but Poon's serve taken by Loss, set by Makai Justice, and set illegally on the double hit. 14-9. Now the Brookline lead. Poon's serve taken by Loss, set by Justice. Tap over by Bonica, taken by Wong, set by Smagula. Spike Purdue goes long. Alessandro now on serve. As Fletcher Poon, I think for the first time today, checks out, replaced by Jason Rich. Serve taken by Smagula, set by Wong, sent over by Vivars, and Alessandro could not dig it out. Make that 3 kills so far for Kristaps Vivars as he now checks out for Cam Jilek so that Smagula can be the one going on serve. Serve taken by Loss. Set by Makai Justice, tapped over by Fian, taken by Wong, set by Smagula. Spike Purdue. Another nice spike from Charlie Purdue. Make that 7 kills today. Timeout now called. Brookline leads Quincy 16-10. The stats so far for Brookline: Fletcher Poon leading the way offensively with 9 kills. Charlie Purdue not far behind with 7 kills, and Cam Jilek with 6. Nikhil Wong has been all over the scoreboard today. 4 aces, 2 kills, and 1 block. And I forgot to mention Charlie Purdue has half a block, as does Kristaps Vivars. And along with that half block, Vivars also has 3 kills. Declan DeYoung has 1 kill, and Jacob Smagula has 1 ace. Unfortunately, I do not have stats for Quincy. I wasn't able to enter things in fast enough again. I didn't get here as fast as I wanted to. You know, I wouldn't have been setting up so hastily. I'd probably be up on that other side on the level above this, where you see the other camera crew, I think, for Quincy's own stream. But we come out of the timeout now. Served by Smagula. Taken by Pham. Set by Justice. Spike Fian. The kill goes to John Fian out of the timeout. 16-11. Malik Justice the serve. Dug out by Rich. Set by Wong. Spike Jilek. Another kill for Cam Jilek. That's 7 now today for the middle blocker for Brookline. Evan Yee now on serve. Taken by Loss, set by Justice, spike by Lee, dug out by Yee, set by Wong, and Purdue couldn't quite tap it over. And that's going to give it back to Quincy. Tony Lee now on serve. Taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Another spike from Jilek. This one dug out by Malik Justice, followed up by Loss, and bumped over by Pham. taken by Yi, set by Wong. Spike Purdue! Charlie Purdue not letting up with his spikes. He's got 8 kills now. Rich now checks out for Poon as Purdue goes on serve. Taken by Finn, set by Lee. Spike by Fian, could not be kept alive. (18-13). Fian back on serve for Quincy. Taken by Purdue, set by Wong. Quick spike from Jilek, deflected and taken by Lee. Set now by Finn. Spike from Pham is taken by Poon. Set by Wong. Purdue comes in for the spike, but it's blocked by Alessandro. Brookline recovers, and it's spiked by Wong. Deflected and taken by Fian. Set by Lee. Spike Pham into the net. Brookline's had a number of those long rallies go the other way, but that time they get the point and go up 19-13. Jilek, a long serve, just hung in the air way too long, and Quincy gets the point back. (19-14). This serve from Pham, taken by Purdue, set by Wong, spike by Poon! Make it 10 kills today for Fletcher Poon, as Brookline reaches their 20th point, and it's 20-14 the score. Served by Wong, dug out by Loss, set by Lee. Spike Bonica through DeYoung's hands for the kill. 20-15 now the score. Brookline 5 points away from winning their second set. Quincy 5 points away from tying this set. Serve from Makai Justice, taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike by Poon is just long after a matrix dodge by Christian Loss. Another serve from Justice, taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike Vivars is gonna sail long again. Quincy starting to go on a run. They've got 3 unanswered points. And a timeout is called by Brookline. Head coach Dana Jones trying to settle down his team and perhaps halt the momentum for Quincy, as they have now cut what was once a 6-point deficit down to 3. Co-captain Fletcher Poon still leading the way offensively for Brookline with 10 kills so far this match. Charlie Purdue with 8 kills and half a block. Cam Jilek with 7 kills. Kristaps Vivars with 3 kills and half a block. Nikhil Wong, 2 kills, 4 aces, 1 block. Declan DeYoung, 1 kill, and Jacob Smagula, 1 ace. And I think Evan Yee actually had 1 ace as well. 20-17, Makai Justice back on serve, and out of the timeout, he sails it long. A good break for Brookline as they go back on serve, 4 points away from taking this set. Serve by Poon, drops on the line. It was a close one, and they decided to watch, and they paid for it. Fletcher Poon now adds an ace alongside his team leading 10 kills. This serve is taken by Pham, set by Mackay Justice, spiked by Bonica, taken by Wong, set by Smagula, punched over by Poon, taken by Bonica, set by Justice, spiked by Lee, is going to go for the kill. Tony Lee has played a lot of different roles for Quincy, both as a spiker and as a setter. Kind of reminds me of Corey Zito for Brookline last year, as Alessandro lines up the serve for Quincy. It's taken by Rich, set by Wong, spiked down by Vivars, but it's dug out by Alessandro, sent back by Vivars. Kristaps Vivars would not be denied on that one as he collects his 4th kill of the day. Now Jilek checks back in, so Smagula can take the serve, and it's taken oddly by Pham, but followed up by Loss. Bumped over by Lee, taken by Smagula, set by Wong, and Jilek mistimed his jump. You know, it's tough because usually the timing between Wong and Jilek is so on point. But that time just a little off as the serve taken by Rich, set by Wong. Spike Purdue off the net cord for a kill. Charlie Purdue with his 9th kill of the match. He puts Brookline at set point, 24-19. Evan Yee comes in for Brookline, replacing Declan DeYoung, and Yee will be serving for the set. Serve taken by Justice, followed up by Mackay Justice, and sent over on 2. It's taken by Purdue, and a battle at the net is won, but somehow Brookline gets it over, but they miss. The battle at the net was won by John Feehan, and Brookline could not recover it. 24-20. Served by Lee, taken by Yee, set by Wong, punched over by Jilek, taken by Finn, followed up by Lee. Tap over is recovered by Jilek, set by Wong. Purdue, the spike, perfectly placed to end it. Charlie Purdue now in double digits of kills, as Brookline takes the 3rd set, 25-20. A huge victory for Brookline there. They are now 1 set away from advancing to the round of 16, but Quincy is just 1 set away from sending this one to a 5th set. This is playoff volleyball. Once again, Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan coming to you live from Quincy High School in Quincy, Massachusetts. For this, the MIAA Division I Boys Volleyball State Tournament. Here in the round of 32, it is 17th seeded Brookline facing off So now we get ready for the fourth set. Brookline hoping that this will be the final set of the match. Quincy hoping that this one will go to 5 sets. So far, the team that has served first and has played from the left side has won every single set so far. Brookline hoping to buck this trend here. Summarizing the match thus far, Brookline took a dominant first set win, 25-10. Quincy bounced back well in the second set, 25-19. But then Brookline took back the lead with a 25-20 win in that third set. Over on 2 by Wong, and it drops on the line. Nikhil Wong, his third kill. And he now goes on serve, his team leading 1-0. And this serve dug out by Pham, followed up by Finn. Pham bumps it over, taken by Smagula, set by Wong, pushed over by DeYoung, and an illegal hit on DeYoung is going to give the point to Quincy. Mackay Justice. The serve taken by Poon, set by Wong, spike by Ivars is blocked. But now they're just trying to get it over as they call 4 hits on Quincy, I think. I have no, okay, cards on the table. I'm not entirely sure what just happened there. But Brookline takes the point in a 2-1 lead. Poon the serve, taken by Loss, set by Mackay Justice, tapped over by Bonica, dug out by Wong, followed up by Smagula, punched over by DeYoung, and DeYoung gets it in just the right spot for his second kill of the day. You know, DeYoung might not have the same amount of varsity experience as the rest of his teammates, but you have to applaud the efforts he's making to contribute however he can here in this postseason game. Serve taken by Pham, set by Justice, spiked by Lee, dug out by Smagula, followed up by Wong, and punched over by Purdue, taken by Fian, set by Justice, tap over by Alessandro, dug out again by Smagula, set by Wong, sent down by Vivars. Kristaps Vivars gets his 5th kill, as that one was just deflected the wrong way, I think, by Tony Lee. Mackay Justice looked like he was ready to dig that one out. Just some bad luck there for Quincy. Serve by Poon, taken by Pham, set by Justice. Spike by Bonica is recovered by Wong, followed up by Smagula, bumped over by Poon, taken by Lee, set by Justice. Spike from Bonica, deflected and taken by Poon, set by Wong. Purdue the spike off the net cord, off of Justice, now off of Loss, and a spike from Pham goes into the net. Brookline goes up 5-1. Timeout called by Quincy as Brookline captures the early momentum here in set number 4. Coming out of the timeout, Brookline has the 5-1 lead. Fletcher Poon on serve for the Warriors. Taken by Loss, set by Mackay Justice. Alessandro the roll shot, taken by Poon, set by Wong. Spike Purdue, dug out by Loss, set by Justice. Bonica, the spike is blocked, he recovers it, followed up by Pham. And a double hit on Pham gives Brookline the point there. Another serve from Poon off the net cord for an ace. 2 aces now for Poon to go along with 10 kills. He shares the team lead with Charlie Purdue. This serve taken by Pham, set by Justice, spike by Lee, goes through the blocks for a kill. Quincy finally ends the long point streak for Brookline. 7-2 the score as Alessandro goes on serve. This serve taken by Smagula, set by Wong, spike Purdue on the line. 11 kills now for Charlie Purdue. Smagula now on serve for the Warriors. Taken by Pham, set by Justice, spike Sheehan, dug out by Rich, set by Wong, spike Purdue off the net cord, recovered by Pham, set by Justice, tap over by Bonica, taken by Rich, set by Wong, spike DeYoung, Declan DeYoung. DeYoung man there has 3 kills so far this match. Another serve from Smagula, taken by Pham, set by Justice, spike from Lee, deflected and taken by Smagula, set by Wong, spike Purdue, another kill for Purdue, make it 12. A commanding 10-2 lead for Brookline here in set number 4. Serve taken by Sheehan, followed up by Lee, and bumped over by Loss. Taken by Rich, set by Wong. DeYoung spike, blocked back, recovered by Jilek, sent over on 2 by Wong. Nikhil Wong, after that one, even he gave a little bit of a shrug there. That was the Michael Jordan shrug right there. Like, man, I don't know how I got that point. Sometimes I'm just awesome. And Nikhil Wong has been awesome so far today. 4 kills, 4 aces, and a block. As that serve is taken by Pham, set by Justice, spiked by Bonica, dug out by Wong. DeYoung keeps it alive, sends it over, and it drops in! No, it didn't. Oh, that's why Brookline looked so upset. I couldn't tell what the reaction was about, but Quincy got that point. I thought it dropped in. I was so confused. DeYoung the spike, taken by Loss, set by Justice, tap over by Sheehan, dug out by Wong, followed up by Smagula, spike by DeYoung, and this time DeYoung gets the kill, no question. 4 kills for DeYoung man today. As he now checks out so that Evan Yee can go on serve. This serve taken by Loss, set by Mackay Justice, spiked by Pham, goes for a kill. (12-4). Now the mark still in favor of Brookline. Lee's serve taken by Smagula, set by Wong, spike Purdue, and it went off of Loss's hand. Lucky kill number 13 for Charlie Purdue gives Brookline lucky number 13 points in this set. As Quincy's score represents what set we are in. 4 points for Quincy here in the 4th set so far. Serve by Purdue goes long. So unlucky there for Purdue, as now it is 13-5, and this will be Sheehan on serve for the Presidents. Serve awkwardly taken, but set by Wong. Spike by Poon is deflected and taken by Pham. Set by Lee. Quick spike from Alessandro. Dug out by Smagula. Set by Wong. Spike by Poon! Co-captain to co-captain to co-captain for the kill. Smagula with the dig, Wong the assist, Fletcher Poon with his 11th kill of the match so far. Jilek the serve. It's taken by Loss, set by Lee. Spike Alessandro, dug out by Jilek, followed up by Wong. Spike by Poon is dug out by Loss. And it's set by Vivars, followed up by Wong. And a spike from Purdue sails long. Some clever machinations from Kristaps Vivars. It looked at first like he was going to spike it back down off the on-one hit, and Quincy was ready for it. Instead, he set it up for a classic 3 hit. The spike just sailed long. Fam's serve, dug out by Purdue, sent over on 2 by Wong. He has been an assassin with those on-2 hits. That is 5 kills for Nikhil Wong as a setter. The setter has 5 kills as a timeout is called by Quincy. 15-6, the Brookline lead here in set number 4. And I'll tell you, that 1 point from Smagula to Wong to Poon, that was beautiful. The 3 senior co-captains, you know, all 3 of them crucial cogs in Brookline's playoff run last year. They watched a huge senior contingent graduate, and they all needed to step up in a big way this season. And they've taken that leadership position to heart, and, you know, watching them really perform at their best here in the most important part of the season, I mean, it's just nice to watch. You know, it's nice to watch these young men step up to the plate. You know, these are their last days as Brookline High Warriors. You know, the senior class of 2022 has already finished up classes. They got graduation coming up in just 3 days. So you know the seniors want to keep their athletic careers going as long as they possibly can. Speaking of the senior, here's a serve from one. Nikhil Wong, serve taken by Finn, set by Lee. Spike Bonica is blocked by DeYoung, recovered by Loss, set by Lee. Spike Alessandro is taken by Purdue, set by Wong. Spike by Poon, sails long. No, it doesn't. It was deflected. Make it 12 kills on the match so far for Fletcher Poon. Wong's serve goes long. 16-7 now the score in favor of Brookline as Quincy goes back on serve. Makai Justice coming on to serve for the Presidents. They trail by 9. Serve taken by Smagula, set by Wong, and just wasn't in the right spot. Justice back on serve, dug out by Poon, set by Wong, spike by Poon, dug out by Loss, set by Justice, spike from Lee, kept in play by Wong, followed up by Smagula, bumped over by Poon, taken by Pham, set by Justice, spike is not going to be dug out off the hands of Alessandro. Nikhil Wong kicking himself a bit as one of those balls he hit was going out. And now Justice the serve taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Vivars is blocked, recovered by DeYoung, followed up by Purdue, bumped over by Poon, taken by Alessandro, set by Justice, spike by Bonica. How did Smagula dig that one out? It's pushed over by Vivars, kept in play by Bonica, set by Justice, spike Bonica into the net. That was the quintessential Jacob Smagula play. Laying out faster than anyone on the floor could possibly do. Just stretching out as far as he can to get that crucial dig. Serve taken by Pham, followed up by Justice. Spike by Bonica, taken by Wong, followed up by Smagula. Spike Purdue off the net cord, recovered by Alessandro. Pushed over by Justice, but a double hit, and it was wide anyway. 18-9, Brookline back up to a 9-point lead, and Fletcher Poon on serve. He's got 2 aces today to go along with 12 kills. And now this serve, 3 aces for Poon. What a day for these senior co-captains. 8 aces combined between the 3 co-captains today. As this serve taken by Pham, set by Justice, tapped over by Lee, dug out by Wong, followed up by Smagula, spike by Poon. This one goes into the net. (19-10). Brookline just 6 points away from a trip to Needham. Served by Alessandro, taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Purdue, deflected and kicked, but kicked wide. Brookline now has magic number 20. Credit to Alessandro for knowing the rules that you can kick the volleyball, but it just didn't go the direction he wanted, which is why players usually don't resort to that. Smagula's serve taken by Sheehan, followed up by Justice, bumped over by Loss, taken by Rich, set by Wong. Quick spike from Jilek. The timing was perfect. 8 kills on the day for Cam Jilek. Brookline 4 points away now from the round of 16. Smagula's serve into the net. Malik Justice the serve, dug out by Purdue, set by Wong. Spike Purdue is taken by number 12, followed up by Mackay Justice. Pham the spike is not going to be blocked to the right spot, and that's going to be a kill for Pham. Pardon me, number 12 is Raven Roldan. Malik Justice's serve is taken by Rich, set by Wong, and Jilek couldn't punch it over. That set just not high enough. 21-13 now the score. Another serve from Malik Justice, taken by Rich. Wong somehow keeps it alive. It's pushed over by Purdue. It's blocked, but wide from Lee. A smart watch from Jacob Smagula, who is sliding in to try and dig that one out from a dangerous spot. But it landed just wide of the line. 22-13, Evan Yee on serve. This serve taken by Malik Justice, set by Mackay. And it's a roll shot by Lee, taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike by Jilek is blocked by Sheehan. Quincy not going down without a fight, but they still need 8 points to knot things up with Brookline, while Brookline needs just 3 more points to win the match. Lee's serve taken by Smagula, set by Wong. Spike Purdue is not going to be dug out by Roldan. That's going to be another kill for Charlie Purdue. Make it 14 on the day. Fletcher Poon checks back in, replacing Jason Rich. Purdue on serve, 23-14 the score. This serve dug out by Malik Justice, barely followed up by Finn, punched over by Pham, and could not be dug out. Brilliantly placed that time by Brandon Pham. It's now 23-15. Sheehan on serve. And it goes awkwardly off the hands of Purdue. That's going to be an ace for John Sheehan. 23-16. Another serve. This one taken by Purdue. Set by Wong. Spike by Poon is blocked wide. Successful kill for Fletcher Poon. Make it 13. And now Cam Jilek serving for the match. 24-16. The serve taken by Sheehan. Pushed back by Vivars. That ends it. Brookline wins. Bring on the Rockets. Brookline advances to the round of 16 with a 3-1 victory over the Quincy High Presidents. 25-10, 19-25, 25-20, and 25-16. Brookline advances off a great all-round effort from their players. First, before I wrap up the stats for Brookline, just going to give a hearty send-off to the Quincy High Presidents as their season comes to a close here in the round of 32. Hats off to a large senior class for Quincy. I wasn't able to read the roster before the game, but I'll read off the seniors now as they finish up their career as volleyball presidents here today. Hats off to number 3, Henry Dang, number 9, David Meng, number 12, Raven Roldan, number 14, Parker Mullen, number 15, Tony Lee, number 16, Hugh Crawford, number 17, Brandon Pham, number 20, Jamar Finn, number 21, Vanch Patel, number 26, Malik Justice, number 27, John Feehan, number 28, Makai Justice, number 29, John Alessandro, and number 36, Kyle Regan. Hats off to Quincy High coach Jaquin Niosi and to Quincy's class of 2022. You guys gave it a good, strong fight. You did not lay down. Not many teams would be able to rebound the way you did after losing the first set by 15 points. But you made this a match, and you can hold your heads up high. And for Brookline, they can march with their heads high all the way to Needham in the round of 16. As they've got another date with destiny with a team, with the same team that eliminated them in, I want to say, the South Division Finals last year, as well as in the Bay State Conference Tournament Finals. The Needham High Rockets have been an absolute powerhouse of a program the past couple of years, and it's going to be a big challenge for Brookline. But you know what? For these boys, their volleyball season marches on. And you know what? Doesn't get much better than that. Brookline now has a date with destiny against the undefeated Needham High Rockets. But before that, let's celebrate this win. Once again, the final score, 25-10, 19-25, 25-20, and 25-16. Brookline takes the match 3-1. Final stats as unofficially recorded by yours truly. Charlie Purdue, a team leading 14 kills to go along with half a block. Fletcher Poon, the senior co-captain, with a spectacular 13 kills and 3 aces. Cam Jilek with 8 kills of his own. And how about one of the other senior co-captains, Nikhil Wong, all over the scoreboard today. 5 kills, 4 aces, 1 block, and who knows how many assists, as he was everywhere today. Kristaps Vivars also with 5 kills and half a block. A young man with a lot of promise. And another young man, Declan DeYoung, finished with 4 kills in this one today. Rounding out the score, we have 1 ace each from Evan Yee and the final senior co-captain, Jacob Simagula, who also finished with who knows how many assists and who knows how many digs, because unfortunately I just don't have the capacity to record those stats. but a spectacular outing. So many great performances across the board for Brookline. So many great feel-good stories, too. You know, Declan DeYoung hasn't really been playing with the varsity squad for much of this year. Comes in and contributes with a solid performance, 4 kills. You know, the senior co-captains, the way they balled out. You know, and I still am in love with that one point where Smagula got the dig, Wong got the assist, and Poon got the kill. That's my favorite point of the day, to be honest. You know, I unfortunately had to miss the senior night for this volleyball class of 2022, but I'm happy to be following them on their run through the playoffs. And thank you to all of you for tuning in to today's live stream. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan from Quincy High School in Quincy, Massachusetts. If you enjoyed the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams, including, I believe, the round of 16 match in Needham that is coming up, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you've got any comments after the stream is over, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Also, go down below to the description section to get all the information you need about our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. Find out more about how you can help one of their many grant programs to help improve the Brookline community, including their scholarship fund for Brookline High School. Check out the bottom right corner of your screen for the URL to my personal website, jessesports.com. Find out more about me, the services I provide, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or player. And below that, my email address if you have any direct questions you want to ask me personally. And below that, a link to my Instagram account where I post highlights from previously live streamed games. But that is going to do it. Final score, 3-1. Brookline moves on. We will see you in Needham for the round of 16. From Quincy High School in Quincy, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.